Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I will connect here. We'll see what comes through. If it doesn't resonate, excuse me, don't make it fit. I don't even know how to say her name. I asked who wants to come through. I think it's like Baba Yaga or something. And to be honest, I don't really fully remember the story of her. I see a skeleton, like bones as a fence around a house in the woods. She's, I say she's up to no good with her big pot under the fire. She's laughing. To be honest, I don't fully remember the story, but if I'm not mistaken, she's portrayed as a bad individual, but I think she created just boundaries and she started to be selective, and that comes off uh, rudely or badly, or they're up to no good. I think most, not all of them, I should say, but most individuals, will say, are portrayed as bad, and they're not always bad. There's always a rhyme and a reason for everything. There really is. I may be mistaken. I don't remember correctly. I'd have to look it up. We'll see. Pretty sure she comes forward for a heavy transformation. The key to the locket, I hear. To open the door no one has opened, and only you can open. To see the way through. To come full circle. Closing out a cycle. What do we got here? Yeah, I probably said her name wrong. We got the Page of Swords reversed. Better judgment. Going off of the story that I told, it follows suit. She may have been taken advantage of or misused, and as you, the collective here, the viewer, you have seen things for what they were, or people, places, things, situations, or even our own decisions. This can be things we did, and there was a hidden motive and we didn't know it. We were working out of a wound, maybe, and we made decisions to keep that wound safe, and instead uh, it continues these cycles, but we thought we were doing what our ego, our shadow wants, which is to keep us safe when really it's holding us back. But going back to the story that I used, it could also be people taking advantage of us and having better judgment. When we go through things like that, every opportunity is something we can learn from, and we eventually do. And when we do, uh, we create boundaries, we create self-respect, we create a lot of these things. The word I was looking for is discernment. We can discern then, we can read people, we can see their motives. There's no bullshit anymore. Queen of Cups reversed. Self-sacrifice. Leaving a place of this. When we, just going off that word, when we sacrifice ourselves for others, to keep the peace, to silence ourselves, to keep our comments or our thoughts, and we allow others to triumph above that. and we go with the flow, again, keeping the peace, accommodating others. That is a place where you feel the pain inside of you while you're doing the deed, or whatever you offered to do or accepted their decision or control to keep the peace. Maybe we're leaving a place of non-confrontational. You will lose people on that way when we start to respect ourselves or set boundaries or say what we truly want to say. Empress, nurturing soul. Yes, dumping into yourself, tending, cultivating, uh, tending to your own garden. I wouldn't be surprised. Normally around these kind of messages, we get the word arrogant, and by doing so, we are seen as arrogant or rude. You pulled your energy back. You stopped giving. You stopped pleasing. You stopped appeasing. Where'd you go? The moon, unveiling the truths. Uh, not to let out ourselves in this message. I wanted to also say, appeasing the shadow, appeasing the ego. It doesn't always have to just be people. It could be us. And unveiling the truth that I was holding myself back during this time by working out of this wound, whatever it may have been. And by doing so, I continued to repeat these cycles. Uh, as she said, the key to the locket that only you can open, or the door, I forget how it went. Only we can do that, whether it is people or it is us. Uh, we can seek all the answers in the world, or all the directions, or what's it called, programs and things like that to try to fix us. That's the easy way. I'll just throw money at it, make it go away. No, we have to go inside. We have to open that door. We have to do it. We have to unveil the truths. Regardless, whether it is us, it was in us. It's in us regardless, but whether it was people external or us, it still comes back to us. We were, if it was people, we were appeasing that. I don't know why I'm saying appeasing. I don't even know if that's a word. Yeah, I think it is. Whatever. I didn't like English class in school, so regardless, as far as if it was other people, we were allowing that. We were resisting to say something. We were going out of our way to satisfy them. We were biting our tongue. We were going with the flow even though we didn't want to. Why? Something inside. Regardless, then if it was just us, if we were holding ourselves back, we were working out of this wound, seeing the truth, seeing it. It is difficult to stomach at times, that, wow, I was responsible for this, and then we might want to beat ourselves up a bit, but if we didn't have those experiences, we would have never been able to see it. So we have to have those experiences, whatever they may be. King of Wands reversed. Manipulation. Whether from others or ourselves, we can view this still as a shadow of the ego to keep ourselves safe. We can tell ourselves anything if we want to make ourselves feel safe. I'm not going to do that. That's dangerous. I'm going to do this because it's safe. I shouldn't quit this job because I'm miserable, but the money, I need to pay my bills. I don't think I deserve anything better, so I'm just going to stay here. I have a codependency, so just having this toxic person around is better than having nothing. A lot of these things we can tell ourselves. Also, going back to the manipulation idea of another party, uh, guilt tripping, breadcrumbing, gaslighting, all these things to draw us in to get what they want, to manipulate the mind, not seeing it for what it is. If we are in a wound, manipulation against that wound is very potent. But healing the wound, and finding inner peace, temperance, is where we're heading. And only we can do that. Nothing in the external can create that. Only we can create that. Seeing things for what they are, the truths, and moving forward with them. Just going to get one more card here because I am fucking dizzy. Ace of Swords, mental clarity. The truth is clarity, seeing things for what they are. I'm going to leave it there. Sorry I'm cutting it short. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later.